right, good evening, South Texas. I hope your day went well. It was a beautiful Saturday. We did have a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity, mainly down to the coastal plains, kind of closer on to the Houston area, but didn't really have any in San Antonio. It was a nice dry day for us here in San Antonio. So I see a few people have already joined in. Fall is coming, Ann says, and yeah, we do have some cooler weather in the forecast. We'll talk all about that. But first of all, today was 86 degrees in the Alamo City, very warm, very humid, and we have just been kind of stuck under this warm and humid pattern here as we've made our way throughout this weekend. The allergy report shows molds were at light levels today. Ragwood was at light level. I don't expect molds to spike at all here over the next couple of days just because we don't have a lot of rain in the forecast, and you'll see that here in just a moment. Let's look at the time lapse from today. We had the fog. We'll likely have fog tomorrow morning again, by the way. And then we had a little bit of cloud cover, and that broke up as we headed throughout the afternoon with a partly cloudy to mostly cloudy sky. And then eventually, later in the afternoon, we became mostly clear, and then we had a stunning sunset all across the region. And then you'll see exactly what we have right now across Calaveras Lake. Just nighttime now. Pretty peaceful and quiet out there. No issues to report. Northwest San Antonio looking towards downtown. A little bit of a blur to the camera there, but downtown always looking stunning. Taking a look at the satellite and radar. Notice no rain out there. We did have the shower activity off to the east impacting portions of Fayette County, then up towards Lee County there, just east of Travis and Bastrop County. But a lot of that has now fizzled out. So where did we see the rain today? Parts of Lavaca County, down into DeWitt County, closer on towards Cuero. We also had some down towards Goliad County. We had a little bit of shower activity, but not too much rain recorded. Had an inch of rain recorded there, just southern portions of Victoria County, but that's about it. No real heavy rainfall fell in the Kent Spot viewing areas, portions of South Texas. Here's a wide look at Texas. You'll notice that we have a lot of that shower activity still impacting Houston. A lot of shower and thunderstorm activity there. All the way over to the border of Louisiana. The rest of the state pretty much dry. Still temperatures in the 70s and 80s across the region. 60s though for Hallettsville and Columbus. Very humid. Dew points in the 60s and 70s. So it does feel warmer than what it actually is. So how's it going to play out as we head throughout the next 48 hours? Future Clouds and Radar shows that by the time we get to 6 a.m. on Sunday, again, patchy drizzle, fog going to be possible, temperatures in the 60s and 70s. We move into the afternoon, could have some isolated showers. Future Clouds and Radar not picking up on it as much. I've got a 20% chance for rain in there for Sunday. Temperatures rising into the 80s and 90s, and I think the main chance for rain, by the way, will be in the morning hours. Moving into Monday, starting off the day with temperatures in the 60s and 70s, going to have a mostly cloudy sky, again, fog, patchy drizzle, and for the afternoon, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 80s to 90s again, pretty much a repeat of what we had for today, for tomorrow. We see it for Monday, and then we're going to see it again on Tuesday, with a few more showers and storms possible on Tuesday because we have a frontal boundary coming, and it's very obvious with that, with what's going on with the muggy meter. Right through here, you notice this big drop. That is going to be from a cold front that passes through and brings us some drier conditions across the region. We can see how it plays out with the upper level pattern. We get into Sunday. There is a short wave moving across the United States that could cause some shower and thunderstorm activity off to our north, but that won't be impacting us. We continue the timeline. That's in the top right corner of your screen there. Once we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, this trough sweeps across the United States. This is what I'm talking about right here, that big dip in the upper level pattern. That's going to bring us winds more out of the north and west, and that means that we get that drier, cooler air mass to come down from the north and impact us here in portions of South Texas. And that's going to linger on here even as we head into the end of next week. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast here in just a moment. I see a few people saying hello to you as well, Terry. I see you saying hello there. And I also see Virginia saying hello tonight. I hope you're doing well. And I see, let's see here, see if there's any other questions coming in. A few people saying, oops, it's Andrew, not Jeremy. Yeah. Sometimes people confuse us. It's fine. Let's see here. Hi there from Spring Branch. Hello to you, JC. Hope you're doing well. Shell says, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing just fine. I hope you're doing good as well tonight, Shelly. So, and Dina saying hello to you. So how much rain could we expect over the next week? Now, all of this rain is forecast to really occur from now through Tuesday. I know it says next 7 days, but really it's just from now through Tuesday. And we're talking about 1/4 of an inch or less pretty much for everybody. If you do head off to the east, closer on towards Houston, that's where the higher amounts are going to be possible. That's where we're talking about 1/2 of an inch to 1.5 inches for some of our neighbors off to the east. But for us, less than 1/4 of an inch for nearly everybody. The aquifer doing fine. Not much of an issue there. It's up 1/2 foot in the last 24 hours even. 666.1 feet, the 10-day average at 665.2 feet. We may see these stage 1 water restrictions get removed within the next week. We'll have to see what SAWS and city officials end up doing. Of course, all this improvement in the aquifers from the rain that we've had in October, just about last week, we picked up more than even 4 inches of rain, which really helped to boost the aquifer big time. And now for this year, we're less than an inch away from getting our average amount of rainfall for the year. Drought monitor still shows down towards Maverick County all the way through portions of LaSalle and McMullen counties having moderate drought. But everybody else still pretty much doing fine. A wider look across the state of Texas shows that some areas even closer to Abilene having severe drought as well. Your 7-day forecast shows temperatures in the 60s and 70s as we head throughout the next couple of nights here. Sunday through Tuesday, lows in the 70s, highs in the 80s, having a 20 to 30% chance for rain each day. And then for Wednesday through Saturday, that's going to be when the cooler and drier air moves in. Take a look at those overnight lows. We're talking 60s for lows. Some spots in the hill country will start off each morning in the 50s. Lots of sunshine to go around and temperatures in the lower 80s for highs. And you see that average in the top right corner of the screen. That's where we should be for this time of year. But what about the 8 to 14 day outlook for that first full week of November? What can we expect? Well, below average rainfall could be possible, and then average to around that, or average to above average temperatures. So maybe mid 80s for highs. That would be just above average for this time of year. And then finally, y'all, your Texas State Park forecast. A little bit of drizzle and fog could be possible in the morning, so be careful if you're headed out early to go do some of those great hikes that we have all across the region tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning. Should be beautiful, 60s and 70s to start off with. Going to see a mostly clear to partly cloudy sky in the afternoon and temperatures rising into the 80s to 90s. So, y'all, I'm going to leave it back up on the 7-day forecast. Of course, we'll have a new update to the forecast coming up at 10 o'clock tonight. If you're not watching Kent's 5 right now, of course, we got the Spurs game on. They're playing the Bucks tonight. Really exciting game, so be sure to tune into that. I believe that they are now in the 4th, so they're still playing, but we're getting closer to the end of the game here, so make sure you tune in to catch it. We're going to, of course, have the latest updates on everything sports related. Vinny is in tonight to give an update on that. Big win again for UTSA. A lot of news coming in from that, and Vinny's going to have the latest on all of that, as well as the Spurs and everything else going on across the region. And then also we'll have the latest on weather from me, and then the latest on the unfortunate incident that happened out in Kerrville today. There was an awful incident where there was a crash at a drag racing event. A lot of people were injured out at the airport there near Kerrville. So we'll have the latest on that story, and then, of course, other stories across the region. So be sure to tune in at 10 o'clock tonight. We'll have the latest right here on Kent's 5, and don't forget you can get updates anytime in between on Kents5.com, the Kents 5 app, and, of course, we post those stories to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, you bet. Wherever we're at, you can find us. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll keep you updated on everything right here at Kents 5.